Warning: the following recording contains references to self-harm, sexual abuse, and suicide. If these things trigger you, please do not listen any further. On today's episode of My Immortal, what will Professor Trevelry's plan to defeat Voldemort be? Why did Draco interrupt that insanely important talk between Ebony and Professor Trevelry? And will Star Wars fans finally stop bitching and complaining about The Last Jedi? 2 out of 3 of these questions will be answered on today's episode of My Immortal. Chapter 25. Author's note: stop flamming, okay? If oo do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet oo up 1111, and I'll tell all the nerds to put vertices in or computer 11111111. Fuck ooh 1. Raven Fangs for the help 1. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevelry say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it, and gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree, and we went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started telling of each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his throbbing you-know-what in my tools sexily. Oh my fucking god, Draco! I screamed, having an orgasm. We started flinching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, 1. They pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No! Oh my fucking god! 11, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry, and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lickin' Parkmobile. But the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius 111. 6 notes for Chapter 25. 1. Why doesn't Professor Trevelry just tell you what the visions mean now? 2. Why would Draco drive the car into the top of a tree? Wouldn't you guys prefer a more secluded location? 3. So the first person of African descent to show up in this story is murdering 2 guys? Okay. I really hope Tara never found Pull on 4chan. 4. You said in previous chapters that you have red eyes, not icy blue eyes. What, is she slowly turning into a White Walker? 5. Phones don't work on the Hogwarts campus either. Also, why is everything in this book branded by some kind of band? 6. Wait. Lucius Malfoy is Draco's father. He's also a Death Eater. a follower of Lord Voldemort. Sirius Black is Harry's godfather. He's also a member of the Order of the Phoenix, a group Dumbledore set up to fight Voldemort. Oh yeah, and he died all the way back in Book 5. Why the hell are these two characters in the same place? This is like... It's like she took the Harry Potter canon and just mercilessly beat it with a baseball bat made of nails. She basically did to the Harry Potter canon what Negan did to Glenn. R.I.P. Glenn. Well, that's going to be it for Chapter 25. Let's move on. Chapter 26. Author's note. Prep, stop, flamens dustry. Okay, one. If you do not lick the story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking suck. Prep, you suck. 111. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay? 11. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt. No, scratch that, a good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire. I slid flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily. Trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood, and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it! Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. And Nobby had a vision in a dream. Dumbledore started to cockle. Ha 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 ha! And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of Cractor? You know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Ceres and Lucian. Pornto! Okay, he said in an intimated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then, all of a sudden, Longdon, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went to Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, pursed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor Sinister was behind them. 7 mistakes in Chapter 26. In response to you saying you're not racist, Tara, your only black character is a murderer. That's pretty yikes. 2, Draco would never call Dumbledore sire. 3, Dumbledore wouldn't be this dismissive of students' concerns. Visions are an actual thing in the wizarding world. 4, yes, it is out of character for Draco to yell, "Look, motherfucker!" at someone. 5, it's London, not Longdon. 6. Wait, why is Harry self-harming? He just heard that Sirius had been found. 7. Why are Lucius and Tara has this fanfiction, man. It takes your knowledge of the Harry Potter universe and it jams into it like a screw, and then it attaches a screwdriver to it and just gives you like a rotational lobotomy. This thing is I'm telling you, man, after this I need to finish listening to the series on Audible just to recuperate. Where was I? Yes, 7. Why are Lucius and Sirius being sent to Hogwarts? Shouldn't they be sent to a hospital? Again, Hogwarts is in Scotland. It's miles away from London. I hoped that taking a break yesterday and playing some Call of Cthulhu with my friends would help me recuperate a bit, but clearly the damage that this fanfiction does is, it's permanent. Dear God. Well, that's all for Chapter 26. Let's wrap up for today. The things I do for you people. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt oo. Author's note. Oh no what? 111. I do not give a fuck what oo preps think about me. 1111. So stop flamming the fucking story, bitches. 1111. Thanks to Raven for our love and sport and help. I love oo girl. Saws I couldn't update lol. I was really depressed and I slit my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven rock girl 1111111111111111111. Two things right off the bat. Again, I hope this person is okay. And again, the 1 at the whenever I say 1 or 1 or 11 or 1111, what that is that's the author of this story trying to put down an exclamation point, but forgetting to hit shift, so they just put down 1 over and over again. Everyone in the room stated to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius Bond, Vampire, all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, Ebony, said Professor Sinatra. I feel the need to point out that, that come was spelled with 3 letters, so let's take that back. Come on, Ebony, said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic Blake leather dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it and a fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you, the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed. Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, Tara, I see dark times are near. She said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had when Voldemort was in Hogwarts. Before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. Who must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow, and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did Death's Touch then. I went outside again sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the hymn sign on their hands. Despite them not having actually heard of him, even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crabbe and Goyle set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked inside together. 6 notes for Chapter 27. 1. You didn't save them. Whoever found them did. 2. You just referred to yourself insert by your own name. Professor Trevelry just called Ebony Terra. 3. Napoleon Bonaparte loved Empress Josephine, yet he still tried to conquer Europe. I don't think love is going to be enough to stop Voldemort's lust for power. 4. So Ebony has to go back in time and seduce Voldemort, so he won't be evil. Brilliant plan. You know, not since the likes of Gallipoli and the Bay of Pigs have I seen a plan so meticulously crafted, so destined for success, truly a stroke of genius. 5. So Tara makes it clear that she's aware of Weasley's Wizard Wises, the joke shop set up by Fred and George Weasley in the original story, yet she refers to Fred and George as Crabbe and Goyle. Again, I feel the need to point out that Fred and George have left Hogwarts at this point. Again, this is what the story does. It takes the canon and fucks with it so badly that it makes it almost impossible to explain everything that it got wrong. 6. Harry is one of the few people in the world who has an invisibility cloak. They're insanely rare. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for me today. Feel free to like and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And feel free to subscribe. I'll let Gravelly Voice Guy take it from here. See ya. On the next episode of My Immortal, Ebony and Draco do it again. And Snape, a.k.a. Snap, a.k.a. Snake, and Professor McGoogle try to stop Ebony from going back in time and seducing Volksimort. This and much, much more on the next episode of My Immortal.